Hey, welcome back everybody. This is episode 9 of my Crafting Paradise Let's Play series. And I could look at this all day. Look at the ingots going. Isn't that awesome? The ore coming in, going to the ME, and ingots just being poured out. Okay, so after research, after testing, talking in the community, making forum posts, I was not able to figure out why in this mod pack the system we set it up with the patterns in the molecular assembly chamber to make the blocks automatically and sending it here, why that stalled. So I didn't want to waste any more time here, so I set up another system that I've used before where we simply smelt all the broken, crushed and pulverized items directly. The same ore distribution or metal distribution, I did nothing change there. In the export buses, everything is set to stack mode on all 4 of them, and I just put in one of each of the, for example, broken copper, crushed copper and pulverized copper, and for the other 8 metals the same. And that all gets directly exported here now, melted down, and then I use fluid ducts to go over here to this new distribution system. Now how this works is you have 8 chassis MK1 pipes down here, each one of them with a quick sort module, so it knows what barrel to send the ingot to when it is ready. So that sucks it out and then sends it over to the corresponding barrel. A casting table, each one of them with a ingot cast in it, so 9 of each. And then up here you set up 9 portable tanks, and that is for, if like in this example here right now there's a lot of iron coming in, so it has a place to put it. Right now the pipe is a little stuffed because we're still trying to play catch up, but once the rest of this last batch of broken iron is gone, you see only little comes in, and that's all going to be melted very quickly, so there's never going to be anything sitting in this pipe. But you need to use multiples, because let's say you get 1 broken of each of the 9 different metals. That means it's not enough to make an ingot, and so it's going to store it somewhere, and you could put the fluid duct directly on top of the ingot cast. But if you send more at once, like in this example, you know, it would just slow everything down. So I think that having a tank up here for each metal is the easiest to go, and nothing can ever happen. But you need to have a servo in each one of them that is on top in this pipe here. You just right click it with a servo. So you can whitelist 1 metal in each one of them. So this one is the only one allowed to take molten iron, this one molten tin, this one molten copper, and so on for all 9 metals. If you don't have the servos, these pipes are dumb as heck. Because let's say you smelting iron, instead of only putting iron in the first one available, it distributes them. Then you have all 9 tanks, you have a little bit of iron in it. I don't know why it does it, it just does it. So how I do it when I set this up is you don't have the outputs connected right away in the beginning. So you just take off this completely disconnected and just have the 1 output here. You set up the 9 tanks and then you take down a tank. Okay? You put this tank here, melt 1 iron, so you have a little bit of iron in this tank. Put the tank and right click up here on the servo. Set it to whitelist. By default it's blacklist. So you set it to white. Click with the tank on here, and then it's gonna show you molten iron, and then you place the tank underneath, and then you melt tin and 1 copper, so you need to do 9 manual. So each one of these servos is set first, and then you can start the smelting process and connect it, and then everything gets routed automatically to the correct space. Okay, so I disconnected the molecular assembly chamber over here, so for now we don't see all the patterns in here, so we actually see what is going on in this ME. So this system is now, to me, completed and it's working, and we're gonna find a use for this eventually, what we're gonna do with it. Of course it's raining when I'm recording. You see the pipes, I extended them to come all the way over to the workshop, coming in through the roof. And here it comes in. Now there's 2 pipes I put down here. Logistics chassis MK1. That is also holding a quicksort module. Now it's thundering. This is getting better and better. So now anything you put in here that is part of the network. Let me put something in that is not. Bucket here. It doesn't do anything. It stays in here because it doesn't know where to put them. But if I put something in here that is in the network, it sucks it out, going over, and it's in the system very quickly, like 5 seconds, 7 seconds, and it's in the barrel. And then we have a request logistics pipe here, and how that works is when you right click it with a hammer, crescent hammer, now I have access to everything that is in the logistics pipe system. So let's say I want, let's just take a stack of nether wart, or 10, 20, whatever. In case you don't know here, this goes up by 1 down, 10 up, 10 down, and this is always a stack. 64, 128. Let's just request 128. And if you don't have a chest underneath, it will just spit it out. But if you put a chest underneath, it will put it in there directly. Now this is gonna take a few seconds until it's here. Let's just wait. There it is. So it doesn't really take long at all. And it sends stacks of 16 at a time. That's as fast as I want it. I don't need it instantly like with an ME system. I think this is just fine. We can set up an auto crafting table from logistics pipe underneath here. If we want, but that's something for a future episode. And I moved the chest from over here away, emptied everything that is part of the network, put it in this chest. By the way, I chose an ender chest for here with a new color code. So I have another one and a chunk loader because I used the turtle in the nether to get me some netherrack. I was running low on that and I didn't want to do it by hand, so I just chunk loaded that, set the turtle to go nuts, and it came in the ender chest, and then from the ender chest it went directly into the barrel. And the only chests I'm keeping is a random chest here, one with all building materials, one with fancy metals like bronze and electrum and invar, one with the bombcraft shards and other stuff that I don't know where to put it. A wood chest and a mob drop chest. And I put the gardening chest out here. I don't need this in there, so I can just harvest here and put it in the chest. Alright, and you guys might have noticed, let me get rid of this stuff. Gone, gone, gone. It's really fast. I think this is gonna be even able to keep up with a quarry if we ever set one up. And you guys might have noticed, where is your pickaxe? Where's your sword? Where are your golden bags of holding? I sacrificed them to the void gods. I died. I fell off when I was building something over there on the pipes and didn't have a safety net. And fell and fell and fell and lost everything. But I only made a new turtle, a dolly, chisel, 2 buckets, and an angel block, and a magnet. I had to use one of the other end stones that we had. Now we're down to 3, but that's okay. Because I don't want to have no magnet. That's crazy. So, today we're gonna fly. I'm tired of not flying. So this cannot happen again. And I didn't make another Tinker Construct tool, because we're also gonna make a diamond drill. So we're gonna set up a coke oven and a blast furnace first to start steel production. And then the machines we're gonna make is a metal former, macerator, compressor. I forgot to write down here a few generators that are gonna run on blaze rods, an MFE to store all the power. I want to go with an MFE right away instead of a bat box, so it charges the jetpack and the drill faster. And then we're making a jetpack and a diamond drill. So that's what's in store today, and I'm gonna go prepare the area over in the factory for the first two, and I'll be right back to set up the coke oven and the blast furnace. So we're gonna set up the coke oven and the blast furnace over here. We got room on this wall. I don't think that I'm gonna have more sifters over here, so we can pretty much start almost right next to it. So we're gonna start with the coke oven first. You need 26 of those blocks, and you make them one at a time. And just for looks, I'm gonna leave one block against the wall free. This is just a 3x3 cube with one hollow block in the middle. I'm sure you guys have all set them up many times. Once you put the last block in, you get this window. And let's start this right away. We need the coke oven because the blast furnace only runs on coke coal. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but now it's thundering in real life. It finally stopped in the game, and now it's thundering in real life. Alright, sorry. And blast furnace, you make them in stacks of 4 when you make it. So we're gonna have 2 extra when this is done. I never understood, but well. This one is same as the coke oven, just 1 higher. And you leave also the middle hollow. Alright, the same with this one. You get a window for when it's done. But now we gotta need to wait. Here, by the way, this is how much stuff we have now. I just 20 minutes ago, I switched over to sand because we didn't have any more Certus quartz. We have a ton of dust, which we could compress into Certus quartz in the compressor. But I wanted a few more of all these other items that we only had 1 in the barrel. So I'm gonna let this run on sand a little while. Anyway, so take a stack of iron, put that in here, and this is taking quite a long time. Once this is done, I'm gonna take these 64, put it in there, start the next 64. You can do 2 stacks of coal, and then this however pronounced it, creosote oil is gonna be full, and I'm gonna hopefully either have enough steel by then to make a drum to pump it in the drum, or I'm just gonna bottle them, because the only use for creosote oil is to make railcraft tracks or Minecraft tracks. There's no other real use. So I prepared the first 3 machines, a macerator, a compressor, and I'm just making now the metal former. And I wanted to show you guys how I set this up, because I want to set up these machines now. Because in order to make the MFE, we already need at least the macerator and the compressor to make parts of it. I set up 5 generators down here. They're all full already, coming from the blaze rods. That's filling back up now. And I don't have an electric wrench yet. Okay, so I don't want to place these machines right now directly on top of the generators, but I cannot wire everything up yet because I still gotta put the MFE in between and then 2 transformers to go down to 32 EU. So what I do now is each one of them produces 10 EU. And these machines can only have a max of 32, so if I hook up all 5 and connect to the machines, they're gonna blow up. So what I'm gonna do now is hook up 3 of them. And then this is gonna go here for right now. Because now I can start using this power directly on the machines, so I don't need to make any more of these forge hammers. This is the 3rd one I'm on now. You need them a lot. And once you have the metal former in place, it's nice because you don't need to worry about that anymore. So now I got the 3 machines, they're charging up, and I can build the MFE, the 2 transformers, and then we can set those up. So I made the LV transformer, MV transformer, and the MFE. And I'm gonna overlay right now the recipe for the MV transformer. The magic of editing, because if you look at the recipe here in NEI, it doesn't show you the proper recipe, but it's just the 2 copper cables and a basic machine casing in the middle. So now we set this up. I always start low to high. I'm gonna put the LV transformer right here. The input phase is the 5 yellow dots, which needs to be facing over this way. Because I'm gonna place the MV transformer right here, facing the correct way, and then I'm gonna put the MFE right here. Now the output is facing towards us, but it needs to be facing towards the MV transformer, and you can set that if you hold down Shift and right click this face. It will make it point the other way. So if you Shift right click on top, it's gonna point down. If you just, I'm gonna show you, right click, it's gonna point to where I right clicked. But if you Shift right click, it's gonna point to where you want it to go. Alright, now we go downstairs and actually power this with these that we set up earlier. And hook up the last 2. Now this cable can support up to 12 of these generators, so 120 EU. But I think 5 are good enough, at least for now. If we need more, we might go and make some fancy windmills or something. Here. So now this is where you gotta be careful so you don't crisscross. Gonna come down here. So this is where the power is gonna come out. And now we need to make sure these don't touch anywhere. Yes, so now if I hook up, nothing should blow up. Okay. So now this MFE is gonna charge. So we have juice for our jetpacks and diamond drill, and also when we work on making the Lapatron crystal for the quest. Those are the things I'm gonna prepare now, these 2, the flux capacitor and this Lapatron crystal, and I think they both need to be fully charged, so I still need to build a energetic infuser and put it here. And then once we have those 2 done, we're gonna build the jetpack and the diamond drill, and I'll show you guys how we make those. There's the last lapis lazuli dust we need, and I think I have everything to start making this. Make this Lapatron crystal. I added an AU chest over here to put in all the parts and stuff for industrial craft machines. Yeah, yep, 2 of those. This, oh, where is it? This guy out. There. Here we go. 10 million EU. Now let's see if this is enough. No. Oh, I guess we have to complete this first before this opens up. So let's make that one. This is the capacitor. We need to start make every single tier of them. One of these. Then this one. Probably doesn't work because of the capacitor. This is Invar and in this guy in the middle. Now we get the second tier. This one is Electrum and the diamond. We're pretty low on diamonds now, guys. I down to 18. These machines, and especially the MFE. The MFE costs 16 diamonds, and this crystal another 4, and now we needed another. Crazy, let me tell you. This guy in here. Oh, I forgot to make this, but that's no problem. Get one of these. Sulfur, one redstone, and the... And while I wait for this, I guess... Bit of this. Should be here any second. I've been always, you know, just ordering stuff in bulk, and then when I'm done I put it back in. Works out nicely. So we got this. Ta-da! Resonant flux capacitor. Let me guess. Oh, it completed. You don't need to charge it. I built this thing for nothing. Energetic infuser. Well, we'll see. Maybe we get something eventually. Yeah, Taiga, that's good. So we can start doing the completion for that. I'm not gonna turn it in just yet. I want to empty my bags. Oh yeah, now the other one here should have opened up. Epatron crystal. Doesn't work, so we're gonna need to charge this. Ooh, that's gonna take a long time, guys. Ooh. Oh no! Really? I need to make an MFSU to charge this? Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna get busy, guys. Gonna see. This is... No way. We don't... This is... Oh my lord, that's a lot of diamonds we need. We cannot build this today, guys. Yes. Alright, fancy metals we put away. I just want to empty my inventory real quick so we can see what is the goodies we're getting. Alright, this guy I'm gonna put over here for now. Alright, let's turn on this one at least. And oasis. Nice. I made 2 chests now over here. This one is all the biomes that I've shown and also in the showcases. And these are all the ones that I still need to show you guys. And we got 3 more quests we can turn in. Is the Finding Paradise. I did the ocean. Always a bag. And Swampland and Extreme Hills. Hills. And where's this? Yep. And only again up to 8 because I keep dying. Actually I think we have another one. Oh. Alright, now let's look in this bag. Painted land. Awesome. May. Which type is it? The big one. And one more bag. Shield. Well, definitely gonna make a biome showcase today. Because now we got 8 of them. So I'm gonna make an extra video like last time and show you guys what this looks like. Oh, it let us keep the resonant flux capacitor. Okay. So now, obviously we cannot finish this. I'm gonna have to... Maybe I'm gonna set both the sifters to gravel to see if we get a lot more diamonds. Because I cannot I don't think that we can put, where is it, this into the energetic infuser. I'm pretty sure we can't. No. That would have been too easy. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and check the timer quick and see if we have more time to make the jetpack and diamond drill. So I took a quick break. And I came back to this. Was slain by an Enderman. And there's some problem over here with the sifter. This gets better and better. I checked the time, guys. We only have about 4 more minutes left, so I just wanted to show you how would we deal with the Creo seed oil, and I'm gonna prepare the jetpack and the diamond drill for the beginning of the next episode. And oh, this probably stopped because I was AFK. Whoa. That's good, perfect, because I was just gonna tell you guys that I looked through the power options. There is no real wind, solar, or anything else that we can use to make a lot of power. So, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna build a reactor. I think that's gonna be a fun project. So I'm gonna look into it. I can tell you honestly, I have never built a reactor before. So that's gonna be all new to me. I'm gonna go ahead and test this, of course. And you see I made a bronze pickaxe. So I'm gonna set up an enchanting table. The enchanting table to hook up to all the liquid XP that we have stored. But I'm gonna do that also at beginning of next episode. But while editing the video just now, I noticed that when I set up these pipes, they're connecting to the blast furnace. So I'm gonna turn these guys off real quick. Nothing went into the blast furnace, by the way. You see I used the first stack of the coal coke and made some steel already. So I noticed nothing went in it, but still I just want to make sure that nothing can happen here. So we're gonna take down these 3 and just move them up. Alright, like this. So now I know nothing is connecting here. And how I'm gonna deal with all the Creo seed oil is, I was thinking the easiest way, I'd put 2 barrels over here. I made a few bottles. And I just take this out and right click the coke oven until it is empty. Boy, there's a lot in here. Here we go. Put the rest of the bottles here and the Creo sit there. So now it's empty and it's gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep making steel because we got plenty of iron. And I already switched off the second one to also gravel. So now they're both using gravel to boost up our diamonds. Because we have only 23. I was, by the way, wrong with calculating 96 for the MFSU. It only takes 37. 37 of them it should take. But we're nowhere near that. So I'm gonna let this run the rest of the day, of course. I'm gonna make sure that if I go AFK, I'm in a safe spot so this guy doesn't get me again. Now we're down again to... Come on. Again down to 8 lives. This is killing me. 1 from explosion, 2 from monsters, and 1 from the void. Okay, so beginning the next episode, we're gonna make the jetpack and the diamond drill. We're gonna set up the enchantment table and enchant the bronze pickaxe to hopefully get something. Then use the auto disenchanter to take it off, and then set up an auto anvil to use the mob essence, so we can use those enchants and hopefully put them on the diamond drill. I believe it should work. You cannot directly enchant them, but via books you can, from what I read on the wiki. And then I'm also gonna set up a new platform to start showing you what I have planned for Blood Magic, Botania, and Thaumcraft. And then I also update you guys on when we're gonna start with this reactor, because I would really like to finish this quest page here, because there's so many other ones here that I don't know what I want to unlock them, and I'm kind of sure that you need to complete at least this one and or this one. So we're gonna start on these, and soon we're also gonna set up a massive cobble gen production with a cyclic to start getting all this ready, and then make some cursed earth. We have the activation sigil. We just need to put that all in place. So we got a lot planned. Get away from me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And can't wait for next episode when we can finally fly. Until then, guys, take care.